Hey, what's up? You guys ready to see my accomplice in my Amex jailbreak? Stick around, I'll let the kid do her intro, and we're gonna get into it.
Welcome back to my dad's channel. If you're new here, make sure to click that like button and subscribe, and don't forget to share.
Hey, welcome back, and we have a new addition to my collection. We have a new addition to my American Express Legion, putting me at a total of 8 American Express cards now, if my count is correct. I now have 5 credit cards and 3 charge cards from American Express, and the list gets mighty long when I get onto the website. So I am really happy because this card is extra special to me. Very rarely do I do unboxings or unenvelopings, and basically this is not anything like that because this card cannot be unboxed or unenveloped. It was literally broken out of jail along with me because I was in the dreaded Amex pop-up jail. Even though I have faithful service with Amex, I use them for the majority of my spend. I've done redemptions. When I tried to do a referral, it did not work out for me, so I ended up having to get their public offer, which happened to be a limited offer, which also happened to be one of their record high offers, plus a free night award, and that worked for me just fine in none other than the Centurion Lounge in Las Vegas. So I guess the stars aligned for me. I just missed that referral bonus that me and the player 2 were gonna share. But enough about that. Let's get into breaking this thing out of jail and introducing you to the newest member of my collection. So here it is. This is the Hilton Surpass card. I hope the lights aren't washing it out, but this is my new addition. I'll put a graphic up here, and we all know what the first question is. And what is it? It is a credit card. This is not a charge card. They gave me an approval, the $9,800 limit, and that is basically all there is to it. There's a hard set limit. There is an APR should I choose to carry a balance, which I probably won't. Normally with hotel cards, I don't use them that frequently in order to carry a balance, even to leverage one, because normally I'm doing points redemptions. But that is it. This card, I didn't want to give you all the legal mumbo jumbo first. Most people, they go the privacy statements and yada, 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 and all that foolishness. Nope, I just wanted to show you the card because, let's face it, that's what you came here to see. So how much is it? The cost of this card, it has a $95 annual fee. I have to double check if the fee is waived in the first year. I don't think it is, but I just got the card and I'm really excited. And that is pretty much it. There's really not much to describe here. I think we all know that 95 sits comfortably between $94 and $96. At least it's not a $250, $450, $550, or $650 hotel card. This is definitely something that makes the card more enticing because you get great benefits for a fairly low annual fee. So now, speaking of the benefits, I've watched some great videos from the likes of Matt Welter and others about the Surpass card. And some of the benefits, let's start with the multipliers. The first thing is you will get 12x points on Hilton purchases directly through Hilton, through their resorts or any of their properties in their portfolio. And you'll get 6x on all purchases from US gas stations, US restaurants, and US supermarkets. While that's a good multiplier, please keep that in mind if you take this card international. And you'll get 3x on all remaining purchases. Now, my caveat for taking the card international is that your multipliers will be greatly diminished because basically you'll either be getting 3 or 12 just in case you get a Hilton property, but also the card does not have any transaction fees, and that to me is always a benefit and it's always a feather in Amex's cap. Now, in addition to that, because it's a mid-tier card, this card is actually pretty strong in comparison to other cards on its level because other benefits include a free night award if you spend $15,000 on the card, and depending on your situation, you may have some use for that. And that free night award is this card's superpower because the free night award for Hilton is literally its saving grace in the credit card community, in the points and miles community, because there are precious few places that you cannot apply that free night award to. So conceivably, with a free night award from this card, I could essentially almost pay for this card for 10 years out, depending on the value that I glean from it. So speaking of that value, the sign-up bonus, which is one of the main benefits that I got the card for, is a record high 130,000 Hilton Honors points plus a free night award, which is normally not available for this card unless you spend the $15,000 for a spend of $2,000 in the first 3 months. That one's pretty easy. It's not as intense as some of the other cards, so I have no problem hitting that. And then I will have a free night award as pretty much a pocket ace. So I'm really looking forward to that. That is a huge benefit. In addition to that, this card grants you complimentary Hilton Gold status. Now, Hilton Gold status is pretty valuable. You start getting free lunch. You start getting free breakfast because now you have elevated status. You're above a member, and gold is pretty much right before diamond. That's really all there is to it. There are not a lot of steps in Hilton. So this card for a $95 fee gets you literally right under the top tier. Now, luckily for me, I'm already diamond, but gold is definitely a benefit of having this card. In addition to that, you get the priority pass 10 pass membership thing. If basically you get 10 free passes that you can use with this card. So if you do not have other lounge access and you have priority pass lounges around you, this card can keep returning even more value to you for just a $95 annual fee. Now, also added benefit, and this is probably going to come very few and far between, is that if you spend $40,000 on this card, that will bump you up to Hilton Diamond status. Would I suggest that? Absolutely not, because you can simply pay an elevated annual fee and go to the big brother, the Hilton Aspire card, and you get Diamond status. So I probably do that as opposed to putting $40,000 on the $95 annual fee card. I would just get the upgraded model and just be done with it. So now, in addition to that, one of the benefits of this card is because it's middle tier, I have both a downgrade and an upgrade path. And in some cases, depending on the opportunity cost, it may actually be more beneficial for me to simply upgrade this card to an Aspire than to actually quit and apply for another Aspire. But I can't speak to that. That'll be in the future, and I'll have to take that on a case-by-case basis. Additionally, just in case I want to downgrade, if I decide that Hilton properties just aren't for me, I have a path to a no annual fee card, which is actually kind of rare for American Express. The card also comes with extended warranty protection and purchase protection. There's no need for me to go into that. Stuff's pretty dry, and you guys pretty much have a good grasp on exactly what that entails. So for the dark side of the card, the not so greats, as far as this card is concerned, the fact is, the worst part about the card is the ecosystem in which it resides. The Hilton currency system is very wonky, and that is like the best way I can put it. Now, other users like Luke's Points and Miles, he has been able to get great value from Hilton Points. The Points guy, who is the industry standard, has actually put them at about 0.6 cents per point. I've heard other people like Proud Money put them at 0.4 cents per point. So the value can vary widely. And with Hilton's large footprint, I've actually found some crazy values myself, even in recent bookings for a trip to Italy for me and my wife. The going rate for the redemption value for the points was so low that I decided to just do a cash booking because I felt like I could deploy those points much better here in the US or even in another place where the market is more competitive for points redemption. So they have to kind of sweeten the pot. But over in Italy, where I was looking, the average was 0.2 cents to I think a high of 0.5 cents for the redemption value. So they were asking for a crazy amount of points for rooms that weren't even premium. So I ended up doing a cash booking there, but that is really what the dark side of this card is the fluctuating value of Hilton Honor points and the diminished value of them based on how many points Hilton's asked for stays at their hotel, depending on where you stay. You kind of got to cherry pick, you kind of got to dig and see if you can find a diamond in the rough, but that's fairly well the worst I've ever heard about this card. I've never had it before, so that is what I'm going to roll with as far as the not so goods concerning this card. So relative cards and comparative cards to this one. you can pretty much include its younger and older brother, the Hilton Honors Card and the Aspire, even the business variant that American Express offers. They're very comparable, and something that a lot of people don't think about are MR point earning cards, like the American Express Green Card, which is actually a fairly decent hotel card if you don't have a co-branded card. While it earns 3x at hotels, you can use it anywhere, Hilton, Marriott, Hyatt, whatever. In addition to that, if you pair an MR point earning card with an Amex offer, you may actually be able to outshine the Hilton card proper if you play your cards right. So that is also comparable. All the other hotel cards, such as the Marriott line and the World of Hyatt from Chase card, the personal, not the business, are definitely comparable cards to this $95 card as well. So who's it for and why'd I get it? Basically, I can wrap this all up in a nice little bow. I got this card for that free night award. I only have to spend $2,000 instead of $15,000. The card sells itself, period. And with Amex, it's like once in a lifetime language. I'm getting the highest amount of points possible, plus an extra sweetener that's normally not readily available on this card without very high spend. So it was a no-brainer for me to get the card. Now, I have been trying Hyatt properties. I'm a Marriott loyalist, but hey, you know what? Whoever gives me value, that's where I'm gonna roll with, and we're actually gonna be staying at a pretty nice Hilton in Italy. Details will be coming soon about that booking, but that's pretty much why I got the card. So who do I think this for? I definitely think it is for the casual traveler if you want an elevated experience and Hilton is your preferred brand. The fact is that you get the gold status, which actually goes a long way and can be valued at more than $95 depending on how long you stay at a hotel and the use of the credits that come with it. So in addition to that, also remember that your hotel statuses do stack your points earning on top of your credit card, on top of the base. So even though it says 12x, you also get a bump for gold. I don't remember the percentage. It's kind of late. I'm not even gonna look it up. But that is also something to consider. So I would put this for the casual traveler who prefers Hilton. You don't have to even be a Hilton loyalist, because at $95 a year, it is a negligible annual fee in most cases. So that is who I would suggest this card for, and definitely somebody who wants to dip their toe in the water, get some of the benefits, and decide maybe the Aspire, which is an industry leading hotel card, it might be something that they bump up to should they become a Hilton loyalist. Or if they don't care for it and they want to keep some of the benefits but not have to pay the fee, they do have a downgrade path as well. But that is pretty much it. This card is the card that helped me break out of Amex pop-up jail. So me and this card will be partners in crime, at least for the next year, so that they won't do any retractions or try to take any of my points, because Amex has been looking real funny at people lately. So that is about it. That's what makes this card special. That's why I did a quasi unboxing, opening, yada yada yada, for an Amex card. Normally when I get Amex cards, unless there is something uber special about them, you normally don't even see me put them on at initial receipt, except for the green card, because I got a great deal on that. So that is it. This is a part of the Legion. I will go ahead and put these videos up here. One of them will be the Legion, so you can see some of the older cards, and you can also see my newest members of said Roman Legion that I will be very happy with. So I'm not going to ramble on any longer. You guys have a great one, and I'll catch you later.